The world didn't give Francis Ngannou a chance. Now the world is queuing up to give him a chance. Now maybe, just maybe, it can be his world. His globetrotting has evolved from a story of escape to exhilarate. Ngannou's brave quest for purpose becoming a million-dollar spectacle of generational might. The choice between turning left for the tranquil river or right for the dangerous rapids had been unavailable to him. A treacherous path is all that presented itself, the border-crossing hazards of which were outlasted by a man who had overcome poverty, homelessness, and a life-threatening route to new beginnings to build a case as one of the biggest and baddest fighting machines on the planet. When trouble hit, he hit back harder, such is the way of Francis Ngannou. By the weekend's close, the former UFC heavyweight champion will have fought boxing's reigning WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury and former unified heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua in the space of 5 months, marking his first 2 professional bouts in the ring. Quite the resume. He continues to bet on himself and triumph. Ngannou left Cameroon and Africa to take on a daunting trail in search of opportunity in Europe, and prevailed through his eventual discovery of supreme combat prowess in Paris. He walked away from dominance in the UFC in search of heightened reward and the challenges that loomed in boxing, and has, one might say, prevailed by way of headline encounters with the sport's marquee names. Fury claimed a split decision victory when the pair met in Saudi Arabia last October. The lasting image, though, being the undefeated Gypsy King skewed horizontally on the canvas as Ngannou stood over him to admire the shock left hand that had just floored the champ. Subsequent debate over whether Fury had deserved to win in the face of a discourse-altering performance from Ngannou was, itself, a win for the MMA convert, and yet another strand to his staggering tale. It was enough to earn him an extended stay between the ropes and another handsome payday, and another all-eyes-on-us stage within the opulence of Riyadh, which is teetering towards a monopoly on heavyweight extravaganzas. Next up, it is a rejuvenated AJ and a heavy-hitting collision with further potential to shudder the world's heavyweight narratives. Ngannou has become a coveted, lucrative disruptor as the global attraction against whom a convincing win now holds far more weight for Joshua than it might have this time last year. Ngannou's story began as a child in the village of Bati in Cameroon, hopping around the houses of relatives and aspiring to create his own path away from his father's reputation as a ruthless street fighter. He spent time living with his grandmother in a packed household and found himself unable to afford food or equipment for school, as well as working in a sand mine for £1.50 a day from the age of 10, the toll of which would help carve his dwarfing fighter's physique.